third game was just one loss. You know, we all know what that is, and we had the mentality that we were going to win Game 4. You know, we talked about it, we preached it, and we came out there and didn't stop. They made runs, of course they were going to, especially at home, and we just kept fighting.
They found a way, and again, it's just they've done it all year, and they'll keep doing it. And, you know, all we did, too, is just get back to even. It's not like, you know, we're all excited. So we're even with them, but at least we're even with them. You know, we didn't go down 3-1. So it was a must game, but we got a lot of work to be done.
I don't know if do you believe that you think they were a little more even keel, the Rockets, now, or do you think that I think they're a little bit more infused with momentum, excitement, the thought that, hey, we're back in this series?
Jenna, you know you can't listen to D'Antonio after
That's why I was asking you.
You can't listen to him.
You don't always buy into everything he says.
Thank you. Of course they should be jacked. This is no normal win. Didn't they have the NBA record, Nick, for consecutive playoff wins in a row?
Home playoff wins.
Home
yeah,
playoff
16.
Like, that right there would generate enough excitement. You lost in game number 3 by 41 points. That would generate excitement. But the thing that I think is tangible and something that will carry over and potential, if they get fitted for a ring, they win a championship, this is what they'll remember. The gut punch that they took from the Golden State Warriors in quarter number 1 in game number 4, where they gave up 28 points. They withstood that, all right? Bounced back, only gave up 18 points in quarter number 2. Championship teams can do that. We know about the legendary third quarter that Golden State has. Man, they get crushed in that quarter, but what do they come out defensively in quarter number 4? They bounce back in quarter number 2, give up 18, bounce back in quarter number 4, which will be a legendary performance, only giving up 12 points. So in those 2 moments, man, they give up 30 points. That's what led to a win. And also, if they win championships, it's going to be because they're going to play defense like they did in quarter number 2, Nick, and quarter number 4.
This game started off 12-0. That's usually game over if you're playing the Warriors in Oracle. They fought back.
Yes.
They then got beat in the third quarter by 17 points. Since Steve Kerr's been the coach, the Warriors have beat their opponent by at least 15 points in the third quarter 51 times going into last night.
That's an amazing stat.
That's even happened 51 times.
Yes.
Is amazing.
Right.
They were 51-0 in those games until last night. Another little unprecedented mark. Prior to last night, 40 times the Warriors this year had a 10-point lead or greater going into the fourth quarter. They were 39-1. The one loss was to Houston, game 1 of the season, and now, of course, this game. All right, what the Rockets did, it was, think about how many people had to be involved in this win. They only played 7 guys. The 7th guy was Gerald Green. He was unemployed during the year. Daryl Morey went and plucked him off the couch. The owner, Tillman Fertitta, we talked about how much he loved him, wanting to keep him there. You went out and found P.J. Tucker. You paid, you shouldn't say found, people knew who he was, but you went and brought him in.
Yes.
Mike he gets just 16 rebounds. Luke Richard-Mbah-a-Moute, another guy you bring in. D'Antoni decides can't trust him, can't play him. Harden carries you in the first half. Chris Paul carries you in the second half. Trevor Ariza, I've now listed everyone that played except for Eric Gordon. Trevor Ariza shuts down Kevin Durant as much as anyone can. And now, and I can say it publicly more adamantly than I had before, I'd alluded to it because the owner said it on the record last night to a local reporter who was leaving the stadium. You ask Houston off the record all year long, what's the goal for this year? Can we turn the NBA season into a best of 3?
Well, how are you going to accomplish that?
Be tied after 4 and have home court.
But then also you got to get the home court.
Get the home court. Exactly right. So the moment they signed Chris Paul, if you talk to these guys behind the scenes, listen, they probably don't want me saying this, but they knew Golden State's the more talented team. They know they got 4 Hall of Famers and Houston's got 2 Hall of Famers. Can we make the variance? Can we make it a smaller sample? Can we get home court, and can we turn the entire Western Conference playoffs into a best of 3? They got the home court, and because of that fourth quarter comeback, it's now best 2 out of 3 with 2 in Houston. That was their goal all year long. They now can go achieve their actual goal, which is to win this conference en route to winning a championship.
What's the narrative been with this Houston Rockets team? It's been great all year, and somehow they faltered in the playoffs. And it's been that way with Chris Paul, and it's been that way with James Harden, it's been that way with Mike D'Antoni. So now they're here. Did last night change the narrative at all with these 2 guys, CP3 and James Harden? You changed the reputation has changed at all with how they fare in the postseason?
This is the thing, Jenna, and it's a great question because it's real. What's your reputation? When people think about you, what do they think of? They have set the stage that their reputation can be changed. Their reputation has not changed yet. The reason why? Because this series is not over. Now, are there a couple things that they can do along the way? Yes, but this is the building block to me to getting the type of respect. If you're not a champion, Chris Paul, his first finals appearance, Harden, this is the biggest series he's ever been in as a starter. Let's not forget, when he was with OKC, he went to the finals as a backup. D'Antoni, this is the biggest series that he's ever been in. So for me, at Game 4, tied up 2-2, this is monumental. They have the foundation to be able to change their rep.
And listen, the Rockets, 2 true stars. The Warriors got 4 stars, but they got 2 MVPs. The Rockets' 2 stars outplayed the Warriors' 2 stars. Their 2 best stars last night. I mean, I understand KD and Steph combined for 55 points. They combined for 55 points
How'd they get
50 shots. Both of them shot less than 40%. Rockets will sign up for that every single night. And while Harden slowed up in the second half, he seemed a little winded. He seemed like he didn't have it. Chris Paul was brilliant in the second half. And so they played 7 guys. The Rockets were also more equipped to play 40-plus minutes. This is the most minutes Draymond's played all year. KD's played all year. Second most minutes Steph's played all year. They missed Iggy. Clay was gimpy after the knee injury. All those things mattered.
It's a best of 3 now. Do you think this gives the Rockets the edge? I know they've got home court. Do you think they can do this?
Oh, man, I'm scared of the firepower on Golden State. During the season, Nick and I had watched Houston from afar. I was trying to be, just trying to really have a professional opinion. To me, Houston's been better during the season. They got home court advantage, the best 2 of the 3 advantages for the Houston Rockets.
They have the advantage. I'm going to say one last thing I haven't mentioned on the show yet. I don't know that I always believe in the basketball gods, but when you've got the most talented team in the history of pro basketball, and in the midway of the second quarter, you resort to hack a Clint Capella, things don't always work out for you. That was a parlor trick this team should be above. They went to it. They got outscored 17-8 the rest of that second quarter to give the Rockets